Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please think about hitting that sub button for me. Today we're gonna take a trip down memory lane and revisit a big part of my life when I was a youngin', you know what I'm saying, which was just sitting down watching my favorite cartoons, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give you guys my top 10 favorite cartoons of all time. I know that there may be some dope shows I leave out, but it be what it be, you know what I'm saying? I want you guys to get in the comment section and just let me know how you feeling about that. But without further ado, let's get it in. Number 10, Dexter's Laboratory.
At last, the first day of school has come!
The show ran for 4 seasons from 1996 to 2003, and Dexter's Laboratory was about a little genius named Dexter who had a laboratory.
Are you dumb?
But even though he was a genius, he constantly found himself in some twisted predicaments, man. Like, there was his sister Eddy and his arch nemesis Mandark, who was also a genius. And like, Mandark's haircut was like the dopest thing ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody knows what type of hairstyle that was. Like, was it a part in his hair? Was it dye? Like, nobody knows. And his laugh used to have me dying, man. Number 9, Courage the Cowardly Dog. The series ran for 4 seasons from 1999 to 2002. There was this pinkish purple dog named Courage, but he's scared as hell. It's like the funniest oxymoron ever. He literally lives in the middle of nowhere with Muriel, you know what I'm saying, and Eustace. Like, Muriel is so nice to him, but Eustace is just a bitch ass and he's always treating Courage bad. The scariest happens where they live. Like, there's monsters and zombies and that Courage always runs into. When I was younger, I used to feel so bad for Courage. Like, yo, somebody help this. But now that I'm older, that definitely makes me laugh, man. But also, like, a long time ago, I saw this funny ass video of Designer, the rapper, trying to rap, and they were saying that he sounded like Courage. I want you guys to be the judge of that, man.
Yeah, man, come on and get me. Zombie bogus try to get it on me. Moon bogus seeing moon people.
Number 8, Ed, and Eddy.
Do you think it'll fit me? Forget the shoe, it's the quarter I want.
At which point, every attempt will be made to return it to its rightful owner.
In your dreams, finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
The show ran for 6 seasons from 1999 to 2008. It was about 3 teenage kids who had different variations of the name Ed and all the crazy shit that they would get into. Eddy was the homie that wore yellow, and he was probably my favorite, I ain't even gonna lie. Double D was a smart one, and Ed was supposed to be the dumb one. You also had Plank, weird ass. You had the Kanker sisters, who were like the first thoughts ever in a cartoon. You also had the homie Ralph. Like, damn, this shit really gonna make me tear up, man. Like, what a phenomenal show. Like, the only reason I ever wanted a Jawbreaker when I was a kid was because of this show right here, man. Damn. Number 7, the Powerpuff Girls. You guys can laugh if you want, man. I'm still a gangster though, so don't even get it twisted. Like, this show was dope as f. It ran for 6 seasons from 1998 to 2005. You had Blossom, the leader. She wore pink or something like that. Buttercup wore green. She was with the She was always trying to get busy, you know what I'm saying? And Bubbles was the sweet one. She was actually my favorite. Once again, I don't care how y'all feel. Like, they fought off villains from trying to ruin Townsville. There was Mojo Jojo, ugly ass, him, Seducer, the Gangrene Gang, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of other odd ass creatures and Number 6, Codename Kids Next Door.
You woke up Bradley!
Who is Bradley?
And what is that stank? That's Bradley.
Who the heck is Bradley?
This show ran for 6 seasons from 2002 to 2007, and I really wish it never ended, man. It was super creative. Like, the show was about 5 kids, number 1 through 5, known as Sector 5, who fought off crime against kids such as homework, flossing, doing chores, etc. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was really dope. Like, the adults, teenagers, and the other kids who were on some bullshit definitely had to see the kids next door, you know what I'm saying? You would definitely hear from them. They wasn't having none of it. Like, they lived in this big ass tree house and they were just running shit, you feel me? Like, my favorite was either number 4 or 5. Number 5 was the only other black person on the show, so you know I had to show love there, you feel me? Number 5, Rocket Power. The show ran for 4 seasons from 1999 to 2004. Growing up, I never was a fan of any of those extreme sports like snowboarding, skateboarding, field hockey, rollerblading, surfing, none of that. But when this show came out, I was down with all of that. You had the homie Otto, you had Reggie, Squid, Twister. They were just having the time of their lives, man. Like, this is when kids used to go outside and actually play. They ran into certain roadblocks, but they always had each other. If I remember correctly, I don't even think they had school. They were on summer vacation year long, you feel me, man? Shout out to Rocket Power. Number 4, Hey Arnold.
1, 2, 3, watch me! Hey! Watch me! Now you think you got to bring me down? Now you think you got to push me all around?
This show was so ill, man. Like, the theme song never got old to me. Like, I used to sit up for hours watching this show. It was on for 5 seasons from 1996 to 2004, and there were even 2 movies that came later on. This show was about the day-to-day activities of Arnold. You know what I'm saying? You had Gerald, his best friend. You had Helga, who was in love with him. And of course, Arnold's dope-ass grandparents. Everyone's head was supposed to be shaped like something. Like, Arnold's head was obviously a football head. Helga's head was like a broom or something like that. And I don't know what Gerald's head was. I don't know if it was a baseball bat or a Hershey's, but I don't know what the hell his was. So get in the comment section to help me out with that, man. Number 3, the Cramp Twins.
None of your colors coordinate. Most of your clothes are on back to front, or they're too small, and there's a pair of underpants on your elbow.
So, girl pants? Like anybody besides you's gonna notice.
This show was probably the most underappreciated show of all time, man. Like, it ran for 4 seasons from 2001 to 2006. You had 2 twins named Lucien and Wayne Cramp. Lucien was the more intelligent one, the nicer one, and Wayne used to bully the out of Lucien. He didn't give 0 Like, it was funny because even though they were twins, like, Wayne was like blue, you know what I'm saying, and Lucien was white, and their parents were like green and yellow and that made no sense, but it was still funny. When I look back at it, I think I liked Lucien more, but Wayne had braids, man. You know what I'm saying? He was just a menace out there, and I think that he was everyone's favorite, you feel me? Number 2, Avatar: The Last Airbender. This show ran for only 3 seasons, man, I know, from 2005 to 2008. And the concept of this show was so genius, man. Like, you had the Fire Nation, the Air Nomads, the Earth Kingdoms, and the Water Tribes. Like, my favorite was probably Earth, but I loved all the other styles as well. Aang is the main character, and he's the next Avatar in line to try to help bring peace between all the nations. And as Avatar, Aang has to master all the other styles to be able to fulfill his duty to the world. Like, to get to that level, he needs the help of all his friends. You know what I'm saying? Katara, Toph, Sokka, and obviously later on Zuko. Number 1, Samurai Jack. This show right here was everything to the kid, man. When I found out they were gonna bring it back on Adult Swim back in, I believe, 2017, I was so excited, man. You have no idea. Samurai Jack was on for 5 seasons from 2001 to 2004, with it obviously coming back in 2017. The story was about Samurai Jack being casted away into the future and eagerly wanted to find his way back to go head up with a coup, you know what I'm saying? A coup! You know what I'm saying? Like he has this magic samurai sword and he's very skilled, you know what I'm saying? And in this new world he's in, he's got to get down with a bunch of robots, monsters, wild animals. Like, it's really dope how everything is set up. And it's actually also pretty f***ed up when you think about it, because he's in the future. He has no friends, no family, no nothing, just going along this journey to try to find a coup. But obviously, him not being able to finish off a coup and getting casted away, that's kind of what sets up this dope-ass story, you feel me? I love reminiscing about some of the dope times we all had as kids, and our favorite shows were definitely a huge part of those dope times. There were definitely a lot of shows I may have missed, so get in the comment section, just let me know about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was so crazy to me how most of the shows I named really didn't run for that long. Most of these shows were between 3 to 6 seasons, like no matter what, no more than 6. When you look at certain cartoons now, it's pretty pitiful in my opinion. 80s, 90s, and early 2000s cartoons were without question the best. I'm saying, if you don't believe me, go do some research for yourself and you tell me which ones was better, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram at I'm Hurrikane Isaac 95. If this video does well, who knows, man, I may do a part 2. So make sure you show love to this video. I'm out, y'all. Peace.